let's talk about de-escalation. You want to de-escalate? I tell all the leaders of the G7 now, who are convening in Canada, you want to de-escalate like we want to de-escalate? You want to de-escalate? Get the nukes out of Iran's hand. That's all there is to it. It's all very simple. Escalation means rushing to the bomb. Escalation means attacking us with missiles from all over. That's escalation. If you want to change the reality in the Middle East, with Israel and many, many Arab nations moving forward to rapprochement, including with the Palestinians, the only way is to block the Iranian influence. Because the Iranian influence has worked relentlessly to undermine any peace process, relentlessly to undermine any rapprochement between Israel and the Arab world, relentlessly, and they threaten leaders, and they radicalize, and they go to revolutions, and they use other proxies as their basis against Israel and against the United States and Western forces, because they want to seek dominance in the Middle East.
אנחנו פגענו בתחילת המלחמה בכוח, בעצם בבחירי המדענים. עד עכשיו חיסלנו 10, עוד היד נטויה, יש כמה שעוד נשלים אותם. אנחנו פגענו במתקן הגרעין ההעשרה המרכזי של איראן, נתנז, פגיעה קשה מאוד. אנחנו פעלנו נגד והשמדנו תעשיות ייצור צנטריפוגות. אני פשוט מקריא, מתקן המרת אורניום, שהוא חיוני לפריצת נשק לגרעין, גם בו פגענו, ועוד היד נטויה, אנחנו ממשיכים להשמיד מטרות גרעין באופן שיטתי.
Il y a deux choses. La première, le président s'est exprimé il y a quelques minutes pour dire qu'il y avait des discussions qui étaient en cours, ce qui est une bonne chose. Et donc, si les États-Unis d'Amérique peuvent obtenir un cessez-le-feu, c'est une très bonne chose. Et la France le soutiendra et nous le souhaitons. Qui se font contre des infrastructures énergétiques, administratives, culturelles et encore plus contre la population civile cessent. Rien ne les justifie, rien. Et elles sont, elles, absolument intolérables.
Well, it is really important that we focus on de-escalation because the risks of the conflict escalating are obvious across the region and beyond the region. The impact that this could and probably will have on Gaza, which is a tinderbox, and of course the impact on the economy. That is why at the G7 there's such a focus on de-escalation. That'll be an intense discussion for our talks today, but we have to find a way to de-escalate this situation, notwithstanding the concerns that we all have about the nuclear program. There's no doubt about that. Notwithstanding, we all accept Israel's right to self-defense, of course, but there must be de-escalation, and that will be the central focus of much of the discussion today.
Israeli claims of surgical strike is false and misleading. In contrast, it has launched a campaign of unlawful and indiscriminate attack targeting civilian infrastructure in Iran. Civilians were killed. Homes, hospitals, and other civilian infrastructure were destroyed. These are facts, not claims. Israel also targeted vital civilians and economic infrastructure. They are not accidents, they are war crimes. The Israeli regime has once again demonstrated that it is the foremost enemy of truth. It holds the disgraceful record of being the world's leading perpetrator of violence against journalists and media professionals. In response to this barbaric attack and aggression, Iran exercised its inherent right to self-defense in line with Article 51 of Charter. Our response was defensive, targeted, and proportionate. It is solely aimed at deterring and preventing the recurrence of such crimes. Iran will resolutely defend its security and territorial integrity. we focused only on military and economic assets involved in the aggression, Iran does not seek war or escalation, but we will not hesitate to defend our people, our territory, and our sovereignty.